Tampa Theater, a perfect example of grand movie palace architecture. Built in 1926, the theater was designed by famed theater architect John Eberson. It is a superior example of the atmospheric style of theater design. Inside, audiences are transported to a lavish Mediterranean courtyard, replete with old-world statuary, flowers, and gargoyles. Overhead is a nighttime sky with twinkling stars and floating clouds. The architect, John Eberson, was born in Vienna, Austria in 1875. He was the theater architect of his time, designing nearly 500 theaters throughout his career. He selected all the furnishings, often traveling to Italy, Spain, France, or even cities like New Orleans to purchase statues, paintings, and other artistic ornaments. In the 1920s, the Tampa Theater and other movie palaces around the country were enormously popular. For the first time, the public had access to opulence on a scale never before imagined. For just 10 cents, they could escape into a fantasy land for 2 hours to see first-class entertainment and be treated like royalty. In the late 1920s, 90 million Americans went to see a film weekly. By the 1960s and 70s, times had changed. Americans' flight to the suburbs dented downtown business districts across the country. Many of our nation's finest movie palaces were demolished because the land beneath them was more valuable than the theater operation itself. In 1973, the Tampa Theater faced the same fate, but Tampa citizens rallied and the city rescued the theater by assuming its leases. The Arts Council of Hillsborough County agreed to program and manage the theater. By the time the theater reopened in 1978, it had become a national model of how to save an endangered theater. Tampa Theater was named to the National Register of Historic Places in 1978. It is also a Tampa City landmark, a member of the League of Historic American Theaters, and it's been chosen as one of America's 21 wonders. It's also one of the top 10 iconic showplaces in the world.